What's up, guys? I'm Taylor. Thanks for tuning in to the Taylor James Lifestyle Show. Today, we are going to talk about a real hot topic. We're going to talk about confidence, man. So I'll kind of start, I guess, just giving you some shit off the dome. I just got done doing cardio, and I knew I was going to do this topic today, and so I was kind of just thinking about it. And the other night I was also reading, I was taking some notes, and I got some notes here that I'll go over. Confidence to me, in a nutshell, is a couple different things. It's putting out this podcast and knowing that, I'm going to get flack, or I'm going to get hate, or I'm going to get people talking shit, and doing it anyways, because I know that it's what needs to be done. It is going to the gym when you're out of shape and becoming fit. That's confidence. I wrote down this quote from the other night, and it's a little deep. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a little deep. So here's the quote. This is my quote, obviously. I lived my whole life thinking I wasn't good enough until I proved to myself that I am. And that, to me, is confidence. A lot of people think, and I've had a lot of people in my life tell me things like, I don't know. People just misunderstand it, People don't ever see the work. It's kind of like entrepreneurship. People only see, mostly what they want to, but a lot of times with businesses and entrepreneurs, they only see what the reward is at the end of it, right? They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the bank account at the beginning. They don't see the struggle, the stress, the broken relationships, the broken everything, in order to chase that dream. What they see is they see the end goal, and they think to themselves, apparently, I don't necessarily feel this way, but it's what it seems, is people think that, people are born with confidence, and maybe some people are. Maybe it's a personality thing, or, a way that they were raised. But I'll tell you this, I was not born with confidence. I have spent my entire adult life building confidence and proving to myself that I am that I'm good enough, proving to myself that I'm worth the work I'm putting in, right? And so, excuse me, a lot of people have it fucked up, man. You build that shit, and I've spent, like I said, my whole adult life building and building and building. Sorry, I got a little ear itch going on. Ugh. In order to be the man that I am now, right? And that's why, some people say I'm overly confident. I'm like, bitch, I ain't even getting started yet, because I'm just getting started on my goals and my dreams and the work that I'm doing, right? I'm 30 years old, and I feel like I've barely begun. And my 20s were a lot different than I see my 30s being, but it was perfect just the way it was, and it was what I needed to grow as a man, right? So we'll kind of get into some of the notes that I took. Again, this is not a book club episode, but this is going to refer to a book that I really love and I'm right in the middle of, among other books. But this is probably one of my favorite authors, one of the most powerful, impactful authors that I've really come across, and that is Tim Grover. He's an amazing author. If you don't know who he is, he was Michael Jordan's essentially his personal trainer, but it was more than that. It wasn't just training. And if you read the book, you'll understand why. He was Kobe's trainer. He was I think Dwayne Wade, Charles Barkley, he was some top tier athletes, pivotal, I think, fitness trainer, but not just because it was fitness, but just because of all the things he brings to the table. And in that book, the book is called Winning. And in that book, he talks about some of the traits that some of the greats have in order that I guess make them great, right? In order to win. And I was reading this book, and I don't know if the chapter was maybe on confidence or if I was just thinking about that and taking notes. I can't quite remember, but the book is Winning, and it's, if you plan to do anything in life more than you're doing now, I recommend reading that. It is, I don't know, 25 to 35% away through the book, and yeah, it's super impactful. Brings a lot of value, and he also has another couple books. I believe the last one I read is Relentless. I think that was the first one I read. There's a couple other ones, but I just took some notes here, so we'll kind of go over those notes that I got. Winning has a sick sense of humor, and that is part of confidence, I think. Confidence is proving to yourself you're good enough, right? And when winning's sick sense of humor, kicks you down a couple pegs, you have to build yourself back up. And that's building confidence, and that's building yourself. And I think that the more frequently that happens, the more confidence you have to get up again, right? And the more empowerment you feel. When rough shit happens to you and you feel like you get knocked down a peg, you have no hesitation getting back to work and getting back up, 5 pegs higher, right? So I wrote this the other night when I was reading this book. Let's see. So essentially, this is what I was reading, something that's similar to this, but this was also this was in my own words. So there's two kinds of people. The sick fucks that get kicked in the balls every day and continue to chase the dream of a winner. And the second type of person who stubs their toe and uses it as an excuse as to why their lives are dismantled and distraught. Facing adversity and overcoming it is what builds confidence. And I wholeheartedly believe that, if you if you get knocked down those pegs, or if you're getting kicked in the balls, and you don't ever bounce back from that, you just prove to yourself that you're as weak as you thought, And that's kind of sad, if you ask me. You should be proving to yourself on a daily basis that you're stronger than you could have ever imagined, because you are. And I truly, wholeheartedly, 110% believe that. And if you don't believe that, get a hold of me and we'll figure out why. We'll make it the opposite. We'll figure out how to get you in a different area of your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Sorry, I can be a goofball sometimes, especially after cardio, man. Get all sweaty. This fucking chair, man. Got this chair for free, of course. It's missing one wheel. It's kind of funny. Bloop. But it works pretty good aside from that. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, I was thinking about while I was doing cardio, I was like, confidence is like being a goofball on this fucking podcast and putting it out and knowing that people are going to fucking make fun of me, and people are going to have their opinions and hate, but I don't really give a shit, you know what I mean? Because I know who I am, and I've proved that to myself time and time again. I don't need validation from anybody else. I don't need you to think that I'm great. I know I'm great. You know what I mean? I don't need my friends to think I'm great. I know I'm great. They have their opinions of me. I don't need my family to think I'm great. I know I'm great. You know what I mean? And I think that my work ethic and my vibe speaks for itself. And I think that's a little bit of something that we should all adopt, you know. I have a saying that I say regularly. I think that, you know, people should put a little bit more fuck you back in their step. I know I have. This 2023 was about that for me. It was about embracing my dark side, something that Tim Grover talks about, maybe in this book or one of his other books, I can't remember, but the dark side is a tool that must be harnessed, right? And, you know, I think it takes confidence to put a little fuck you back in your step, but I also think it's kind of a, you know, chicken and the egg type of situation. What comes first, the fuck you or the confidence? Because the fuck you can help you build confidence, but the confidence can also give you the power to say fuck you. But I highly recommend you put a little fuck you back in your step. It's good for your soul. Trust me. Okay, let's get back to my notes here. Oh, should have brought my water bottle over here. When I get up and I do fasted cardio, sometimes I get these it's like a 10 to 20 second little tummy ache, and I'm like, ugh. And then it goes away. Anyways, all right, let's see here. Blue, 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 blue. I just kind of want to read this to make sure I typed everything right, so I don't stutter. I don't read aloud a lot, so when I do, sometimes it's shitty. But I'm practicing. Okay, the moments we are low, struggling, fighting, and hunting. Sorry. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Typo. See, it's supposed to be hurting. The moments we are low, struggling, fighting, and hurting are the moments that truly define us and how our lives will be shaped in the future. Make a commitment to yourself and show yourself what you're capable of. You are the most important person you will ever make a commitment to. I say that on the podcast a lot, but I truly believe that. I truly believe that we, you know, almost as a fucking society have forgotten how important we are to ourselves. And I think a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on not being selfish and not being, I don't know, like proud of yourself and confident. I think that's a little bit of I don't know if it's a society thing or a culture thing, but I really feel like there's some misinformation on that whole thing. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough because we, you know, people always say you're a fucking asshole. Or you're a fucking piece of shit if you're worried about yourself, right? Now, it's hard to explain because I just did a podcast however long ago, on the truth about masculinity, right? And it was family, friends, self, you know, being a man of service, and I stand by that, and I will always believe that. So when I say to you guys to become more selfish, what I mean by that is to put importance on yourself. Make sure you're taking care of you. Make sure you're respecting you. Because without that, you don't have an ability to take care of your family, your friends, and then yourself, right? It's kind of one of those things. It's like you have to be, it's like I heard on a podcast, a guy was saying, he's like, I can't die of diabetes. I got kids. You know, it's like you've got to take care of yourself if you want to be able to be great for the people around you. And that's what I mean by being selfish. I don't mean fucking eat all the food in the fridge and tell everybody to get fucked or something. Eat all the Pringles, you know. I'm saying, like, be selfish. Remember that the energy that you give people is a commodity to yourself. You know, remember the energy that you take in. Remember the information you get. All of these things affect who we are and affect, either way, our minds. And the more that you get infected and affected by negative shit, the less capable you are to take care of those around you. And so, yes, be more selfish, be more confident, become the person you're supposed to become so that you can be great for those around you. And that's why I will always maintain, be a man of service, but I will also maintain to be selfish, because without, some sort of selfishness, and maybe that's not the right word, but my small vocabulary, that's all I got right now. But I think you get the gist, what I'm saying. I think it's pretty simple. It's kind of like go to the gym, you know what I mean? Like, that's for me. The gym is for me. Nobody can take that away from me. That's for me every day, but what that also does is empower me to set an example for people. That empowers me to help guide people in a journey, that empowers me to be an example to people in my life and in my immediate surroundings, right? And hopefully one day on a larger scale. And it's kind of just about, spreading that positive energy, and really taking care of yourself so that you can continue to spread more positive energy. The more you take in, the more you can put out, right? It's all about, refilling and pouring into people that are reciprocal in that, Over the last year, I've kind of, we might save that just remember, energy expenditure is real shit. The energy that you put into people is real shit. And I've learned that there are people that you think deserve your energy, but they are the last people that deserve your energy. So remember that next time you're, stressing yourself out with other people's problems and trying to help people that don't want to fucking be helped, it's real shit. See what else I got for notes on here. I think that might have been it. Yeah, man, that was just about it for the notes. But I talk to, I don't really talk to many people, but just kidding. I don't talk to anybody. Like, I hope you guys have seen that Logic clip where he's like, I don't fuck with nobody. I stay in my house with my dogs. I barely go outside. I don't fuck with nobody. That is me in a nutshell. Except I go outside with my dogs. I feel like I've been on a pretty deep journey for the last probably 10 years. Maybe a little longer. Maybe closer to like 12, I would say. And I would almost say that it's been a spiritual journey, but that includes physical, that includes mental, that includes so many things, and it's just life. It's my journey in life, and I believe that my life experience has empowered me to, with knowledge and experience, in order to have a place to speak on this shit. And if anybody knows me personally, they might disagree, they might agree, you know what I mean? But that's kind of the thing behind confidence, is I don't give a fuck. I know what I'm doing is right, and I know what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing. So if there is anything, though, that I can help with in your life, if I can help you become more confident, if I can help you become more of the person that you want to be, that's probably, I think, and I don't know this for sure, I do believe that's my purpose on this planet, is to help people become the people that they really want to be, and to change lives and impact this planet in a positive way. Maybe through words, through fitness, through a multitude of ways. But that's my purpose here. And so if there is something I can help you with, even if it's just a chat, dude, even if it's just like, you're going through a rough time and you need some help kind of processing it, or you want to just talk to somebody, or you're struggling with like a breakup, you're struggling with maybe an addiction, you're struggling with fucking, I don't know, your girlfriend or boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like, we can fix that. We can get you through it, and we can see brighter days, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just remember I'm always here, guys, for whoever needs it. And yeah, it's I can't totally say this is original because I didn't quite get it myself, but there's this guy on YouTube I follow, Modtricka, Modtricca, Modtricka, and he says, just know we're always going through this thing called life together, and it always reminds me. He says it like every episode. It always reminds me that as you know, we might feel alone sometimes, but we really aren't, man. Like, I am more than happy to help anybody, strangers, people that don't even speak English, like somebody from a different country, like I am more than happy to, an alien for that matter, like I am here to help. I'm here to make an impact on lives. That's my purpose. And if I can do that for you, nothing would make me happier. So reach out to me, or just, share the podcast. Like that is the point of the podcast, is to hopefully have an impact on people's lives in a way. So share it, Andy Frisella, they say, don't be a hoe, share the show. I'm going to say, be a bro, share the show. Just kidding. But I have been trying to think of like a catchy tagline to throw in at the end there, because why not? I have fun with this podcast. I have fun being creative and talking and stuff like that. And so I hope there's value that you guys are getting from this, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Keep on keeping on, I guess. Kind of running out of steam here. I was trying to get a couple more minutes out of it, but it's all good. I think I'm going to I got a little more training to do. I got a whole bunch of work to do, all kinds of stuff to do. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for more. And again, I'll never stop saying it. If I can help you better your life in any way, let me know how. I'm not going to do it for you, but I will give you whatever it is that I have to give, right? If it's words, if it's, compassion, if it's advice, whatever it is, I'm happy to help. So reach out, guys. I'm going to get back in the gym and then get back to work. So with that being said, victory to everybody. Love you guys. Later.